American Values, Social Justice by Eloy Lopez-Curiel. Social justice in America refers to the pursuit of fairness, equality, and equitable distribution of resources, opportunities, and rights for all individuals. It is essential for ensuring equal rights and opportunities, fostering fairness and compassion, protecting human rights, promoting social cohesion, and empowering marginalized communities. Social justice is a fundamental aspect of building a more inclusive, equitable, and just society where all individuals can fully participate and thrive. By striving for social justice, America aspires to uphold its core values of equality, liberty, and justice for all. Shirley Chisholm, trailblazing politician and women's rights advocate who became the first African-American woman elected to Congress and ran for president. Thurgood Marshall, first African-American Supreme Court justice and a prominent advocate for civil rights. Susan B. Anthony, women's rights activist who played a pivotal role in the suffrage movement. Rosa Parks, civil rights activist who sparked the Montgomery bus boycott by refusing to give up her seat to a white passenger. Rachel Carson, environmentalist and author whose book Silent Spring raised awareness about the detrimental effects of pesticides. Marian Wright Edelman, founder of the Children's Defense Fund, dedicated to protecting the rights of children and ending child poverty. Malcolm X, civil rights leader who advocated for Black empowerment and equality through self-defense and self-determination. John Lewis, civil rights leader and congressman who dedicated his life to fighting for racial equality and voting rights. Jane Addams, social reformer and Nobel Peace Prize laureate who founded Hull House and worked for the betterment of society. Angela Davis, activist, scholar, and prominent figure in the Black Power and feminist movements, advocating for racial and gender equality. Ida B. Wells, journalist and civil rights activist who campaigned against lynching and fought for racial justice. Harriet Tubman, abolitionist and humanitarian who led numerous slaves to freedom through the Underground Railroad. Gloria Steinem, feminist activist and journalist who co-founded Ms. Magazine and fought for women's rights. Fred Korematsu, civil rights activist who challenged the internment of Japanese Americans during World War II and fought for justice and civil liberties. Fred Hampton, civil rights activist and leader of the Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party, working for racial justice and economic empowerment. Ella Baker, civil rights activist who played a crucial role in the formation of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC, and the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, SNCC. Elizabeth Cady Stanton, women's rights advocate and key figure in the suffrage movement. Dorothy Height, civil rights and women's rights activist who fought for equality and social justice. Dorothy Day, journalist and social activist who co-founded the Catholic Worker Movement, advocating for the poor and marginalized. Dolores Huerta, labor leader and civil rights activist who co-founded the United Farm Workers and advocated for workers' rights. Cesar Chavez, labor leader and civil rights activist who fought for the rights of farm workers and organized boycotts to improve working conditions. Bayard Rustin, activist and key organizer of the civil rights movement, advocating for nonviolent protest and equality. Audre Lorde, writer, poet, and activist, known for her contributions to intersectional feminism and LGBTQ+ rights. Available on Amazon. Thank you for watching or listening. Subscribe to my locals for exclusive content and increased engagement.